What's up, my fellow gainers? Today we'll be talking about Sarms, prohormones, and gynecomastia. So, first of all, I want to say that I do have gyno. I don't eat very healthy, and I drink a lot of fucking alcohol, so I got gyno. I didn't know what the fuck it was. It started off as like painful sore nips, and it accumulated and it solidified, and now it's just this nasty thing about the size of like maybe like a puff Cheeto, and it looks gnarly. It's really hard to tell because I'm lightweight buff, but like under the shirt, it's grimy. It's like it's got like this weird sort of ball formation. It's horrible, bro. So avoid drinking, being on cycle, and not taking any aromatase inhibitors or any SERMs or not doing post-cycle therapy. You're going to get gyno, and it's fucked because people like me, probably people like you like to fucking party, you like to go out and drink, you're going to college, you want to get swole, but you're prone to fucking sensitive nips and shit, and it's just fucking sucks, dude. So first off, I'm going to talk about my experience with pro hormones. Straight up trash, garbage, absolute garbage. You'll feel terrible. You probably won't get that big. You'll get a little bit of size here and there, but it'll even out after you're done, and it'll just be like, well, I could have done that fucking naturally, or taking like some fucking dihydroepiandrosterone or some fucking like some weak ass, I don't know, like a laxogenin with like a pre-workout or some shit, So with pro hormones, I would avoid them altogether. You probably just get really shitty side effects. You'll probably feel like shit. Probably want to fucking kill yourself. You'll either, if you're prone to depression, gyno, male pattern baldness. It's like all the side effects of steroids without actually taking steroids. And I've never done real steroids before, but I could tell you that the effects that the people are getting from the steroids versus the pro hormones, I mean, there's a huge difference. You can tell these dudes in the gym are like not on fucking garbage. SARMs are an interesting one. They're like pro hormones, but without the side effects. If you were to start off with something, I would recommend probably taking a SARM just to get acclimated to the way it maybe feels, the hormonal imbalances in your body or some shit. But even then, with SARMs, they shut me down a little bit. I didn't feel too great, but I did get pretty shredded on Ostarine. LGD made me feel very groggy, very, very groggy, very lethargic, very confused, a lot of brain fog. Rad 140, not a whole lot going on there besides a lot of strength gains. I mean, my bench must have jumped like at least 60 pounds from, I think I went 225 to 285 in like 2 weeks. And that was pretty nuts. So Rad 140, that was pretty lit. Enhanced Athlete, IRC.bio, all those fuckers, they got the SARMs, and their shit's pretty cool, it's solid. I've also taken S4, which is straight trash. Fucking garbage, dude. You will lose your fucking eyesight, and I still am like fucking foggy from using that shit, and it's been like almost a year. YK11, not great, not bad, decent size, some muscle hardness. I'm not taking it right now. I'm just like being a fucking douchebag. But from what I've noticed with YK11 is that you do get some nice muscle growth. You get some nice fucking delts and shit going depending on your training and all that. But YK11, it's alright. Overall, SARMs, I would just stick to Ostarine. It's pretty cool, pretty chill, pretty lax, not a lot of side effects, not just like a lot of leaning out. Cardiovascular wise, I was able to run a little bit more. I was feeling good, So then we get into the gynecomastia, and you guys need to run an aromatase inhibitor like Aromasin or Arimidex, or I'm not sure what the other one is. Anyway, you're going to want to run those things because if you are prone to gyno, and a lot of people don't even know if they are, you need to fucking get these precautionary things, these chemicals, because Enhanced Athlete, he sells this shit and it's legit. It's on enhanced chemicals, and it saved my ass because I used to have a fucking like apricot in here, dude. And once you get those, you're able to run a cycle, without having to worry about fucking getting gyno and getting fucking boobies and shit. Um, Besides that, man, if you were going to put something in your ass, most people would just suggest that you just take testosterone. And you can probably get it from like your local gym head or something, and just fucking inject in your ass up in the dorsal gluteal muscle or whatever. And that is all I have to really say about those things. Prohormones, ass. Sarms, not great, but not total ass. And then gyno is complete and utter ass. You just need to make sure that you are running something to block estrogen. And then when you're done, you need to make sure that you're getting a SERM, which is a selective estrogen reuptake modulator, which will help you regulate that estrogen so that you don't get gyno after your cycle. And that is for all hormones. That is test, all the fucking anabolic steroids, all prohormones, all that shit. You need to run those estrogen blockers and shit. Because from my experience, from using all that shit besides actual like injecting, you will get sensitive nipples, and it's that estrogen buildup and that free testosterone binding to like estrogen or whatever the fuck it is. Not 100% sure, but make sure you got your precautionary things, and make sure you're eating correctly, because if not, you're gonna get fat like me. You'll be making gains, but you'll be getting some fat people gains.